Just a minute. I'm at least at my computer now. Wow, she is having a day, ain't she? There we go. Much better, much better. Thank you. All right, everybody, let me get this pulled up. Thank you. Okay. There we go. There it is. Okay. I don't know how long this is, but this was a recommendation to do in the things of maybe doing in Discord. So if you ever have suggestions on things you would like to see me do, put it in the things of maybe doing. Notes of the maybe doings. Notes of the maybe doing channel. And maybe I'll do it. You never know. Why am I not tracking now? What the heck? Hold on. Hi, Gales. Okay. We're tracking again. We're tracking. There we are. Where are we? We're going to do the personality test. And we are currently, I believe, at 252 out of 300 for our next goal. And the next goal is, the Monster Hunter tier list. And it's not what you're going to think it is. It's not just a Monster Hunter list. I may have put like a little twist on it. A deization twist. This is really bright. I do not see a way to turn this to dark mode, so I apologize, everybody. It will hurt my eyes just as much as yours. Maybe even more, because I do not do well with lights. Oh, I did buy some lottery tickets today. That's why I left my house. I went and I bought 20 lottery tickets. We're at 252, yeah. Okay, here we go. I still seem to be tracking a little laggy, but that's fine. Okay, you cannot quite see. There we go. Well, I guess my head's in the way, blocking stuff. Okay, maybe I'll just shrink. I'm like, I don't need to shrink, but maybe I do. Maybe I'm just too big. I'm too big, chat. Okay. Hope I win. I hope so too. No. I avoided the grass. I went to the gas station, got some lottery tickets, went to the other side of the parking lot to the coffee shop that's been there for about a year that I've never gone to, and got a biscochito latte. Then I went to the post office and picked up my prezzies. And then I went to Dollar General and got some snacks. And then I went to the bank and they're like, oh, you have to come back tomorrow when the lobby's open. I was like, well, I guess I'll be here Friday. I'm not coming back tomorrow. Gales, thank you. Okay, let's do this. Hi, Brenta. You regularly make new friends. Does chat count? Does chat count? Chat, do you count as friends? Yes? Okay, great. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. What free time? I don't have free time, but I guess when I do have free time, I'm Googling things for stream. So, kind of. I guess that's true, Jaden, yeah. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Yes. You often make a backup plan for your backup plan. Often. That's the word. That's the word that I'm being hung up on. Sometimes. I'll say medium. What plan? That's exactly true, too. What plan? I just push buttons. I still feel like she's not looking correctly, but maybe that's just me. You usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. I can appear calm when I'm panicking on the inside. Does that count? We can go with that. I'll say a little bit. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you know already. I do a mix. I talk to people I already know, and then I will introduce myself to new people. So that's kind of the middle. Like, I'll talk to everybody. Disagree, you think? Because I would say it's a mix. I do both. Okay. Next! You prefer to completely finish one project before... I'm currently wrapped up in no less than 5 projects. I will disagree with that. You are very sentimental. Sometimes. It depends. I'll say yes a little bit. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. I do. However, I rarely follow those schedules and lists. But it doesn't say if I use them. It just says I like using tools. I mean, I do. I have a calendar that Crying Crew have access to help keep me on track, but I'll say kinda. Hi, Tiggy! Welcome in! You do list all the time for work. Again, I will make lists. It's the problem of following the list. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. No. I wouldn't say not fully disagree, but I do disagree. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Yes. I hesitated on that one just a little bit because I'm like, how much do I do that? But yeah, I'll just go up and like introduce myself to people. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses. Oh, come on. I disagree, because we do that all the time, chat. We always talking about different interpretations. We did it the other night with Nier. I'm not going to fully disagree, but yeah, I disagree with that. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I do often overanalyze, but then at other times, I often just make very weird decisions. It depends. It depends. I say it's 50-50. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular... Yes. Let me tell you a story. I was driving with my mom. We were going to Los Alamos. We were both wearing flip-flops. I'm like, oh, look, let's go hiking. And pulled over into the hiking trail and made my mom go hiking with me in flip-flops. All on a whim. It just because that's what I wanted to do. Exactly, Kat. My mom got so mad at me. She's like, don't ever do that again. And I'm like, I do not make promises. Oops. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. No, I worry about that all the time. That's one of my biggest insecurities. You enjoy participating in group activities. No, most of the time. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Sometimes. Sometimes I just like being told what the ending is. And sometimes let me come up with different solutions on my own. I'll lean more towards agree. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Both. Because, okay, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to explain this the best. But when your friends accomplish things and do well, so do you. Does that make sense? I guess, kind of like karma? Does that make sense? Like, you do good things and good things happen to you? Yeah, exactly. That's the way to phrase it. Crew knows what I'm trying to say. You get it? Yeah, yeah. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Yes. Sometimes. Sometimes I just want to stay in one area constantly, but then sometimes I want to do something new, but I don't know what. Constantly. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst all the time. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I try to avoid leadership roles in group settings. However, because that's kind of the stance most people take, I will just take the leadership role so that the group has some sort of direction, even though I don't want to be the leader. So I think I'm going to have to say a little bit disagree, even though it's not the role that I would rather have. Crew, you would be the leader all the time if you were given the choice. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. The reluctant type. I don't want that responsibility. I can come up with artistic ideas. I just usually cannot create the concept on my own. Like, no, that's not it. I can create the concept. I can't execute the concept. But I can come up with stuff. I'm usually unable to do it on my own. Mutiny against crew? Yes, Mango. We are mutinying. I'm gonna disagree just a little bit on that. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? Hey, Joe! Let me do all the work, you know, sometimes that's what it feels like. So this one's very difficult for me. And I know we're doing the personality test to find out what my personality is. However, I am a very feeling type personality. Like, I have a lot of feelings, very empathetic. I can pick up on other people's feelings very easily. However, I am also way over analytic. It's confusing, I know. Believe me, I had people tell me that a lot. That I'm very, very empathetic, very feeling type person, but I'm way too analytic all at the same time. I'm gonna have to say middle, because I am both of those things. And I don't think the world can rely on either or. We need a mix. Enjoy your food, Reaper! Exactly, O'Reilly. Yeah. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I don't know what this word means. What is to relax? But yes, I do try to do chores. But I also sleep until noon, so. No, Baka. I give the cereal. Crew doesn't give cereal. You enjoy watching people argue. It depends on who it is. And if I'm going to be involved in the argument. Because if it's like two people at Starbucks that I don't know and they are arguing and I can sit there with popcorn or on X and I can watch the arguing and eat my popcorn in the background and not be involved, yes. But if I'm going to get drawn into the argument, no. Hey, Foxy! Oh no, Cad! I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards yes, especially if there's popcorn for me. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Oh no, chaotic. I woke up at 11:30 today. 11 and 11:30, somewhere in there. I went to bed at what, 1? 1 or 2? I'm sorry. I feel like she's just looking down, and I'm not. IRL, yes. IRL, I try to not draw attention to myself. As a streamer, I disagree with this. But I'm also, like, even IRL, there's a lot of attention on me. So I think I'm going to have to disagree because no matter what I do, I'm always... Hey, there's some nice watches out there. My mood can change very quickly. This is true. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. The story of my mom again. Another story with my mom comes to mind. She will tell me 10 times in a row I have never shown her how to close apps on her phone. I've shown her how to close apps on her phone, and that does make me lose patience. But, like, if somebody doesn't understand something, I am happy to show them. And usually show them multiple times before I lose patience. So I'm going to say disagree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Yes. Because I'm doing too much all at the same time. Not because it's something I want to do. Right. Chaotic. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I'm happy to show people how to do things several times. Before I start losing patience. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. I'll think about it once in a while, but it's not something that's fascinated me. Just want you like at a funeral, I'll be like, is there really heaven and hell? Is it just a void? Having studied religion in my past and different types of religions, like, it's just like, I wonder which one is right. But it's not something I think about often. So I'm going to say I tend to disagree with that. Though I have thought of it. I just spit all over myself. 50%! We're 50% done, everybody. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. It depends on my mood. But more often than not, I like other people, so I'm not talking to myself. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. If it's theoretical in ways that I don't understand, yes. I do like to talk. I just, prefer talking with other people. There's only so many conversations I can have with the voices in my head. But if it's theories that I can't comprehend or don't understand, I would say I would agree with this. I get bored. But if it's something I can understand and actually have a conversation about, then I would say disagree. So I'm going to say it depends and say in the middle. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Yes. Joe, don't tell my secrets. Don't tell my secrets on me. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Yes. You rarely second guess the choices that you've made. I would disagree with that. I second guess myself all the time. Yes, while I'm streaming, you're the voices in my head. You have your own voice? Well, I have my own voice, and then there's several others. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Does that mean streaming? Because I would agree. If they mean going out to a club, I would disagree. Chat, are you a lively social event? Go to anime conventions? Yes. There's a big one coming up in September. Chat is a lively social event, then I will agree. It does. This is correct, Joe. Yes! What's in September? Sabat. I'm combining them. Saboten. Thank you. Did you see me combining it with Sabakugan? I was combining them. Yeah. Yeah, but I was combining the words and I'm like, this is wrong. You enjoy going to art museums? I don't not like going to art museums, but I don't go there very often on my own. I prefer going to the dinosaur museum, so I'm going to say I disagree with that a little bit. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. No. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I do. I just often ignore it. You rarely feel insecure. Do I answer this truthfully? I'm going to disagree with that. You avoid making phone calls to certain people. You think I just did? Yeah. Avoid making phone calls. Yeah, I don't talk to people on the phone other than for work. I text. Except my mom, because she doesn't understand texting. But I'll text my dad. And then he'll be like, you need to call your mom. And I'll be like, damn it. And it's not that I don't like talking to my mom. I usually just put her on speakerphone and clean. I'm gonna say I disagree with that. Just a little bit. Your dad is hopeless. No, my dad likes texting. He'd prefer me texting than calling. My mom's the opposite. She doesn't understand how to text. She doesn't understand how it works, so I have to call her. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand the views that are very different from your own. No. I don't spend a lot of time or often. Just when I come to a situation, I try to understand it from like all possible scenarios, different points of views, other than just my own. It's okay, Doc. It's okay. I did start a little early. Because I knew we were going to do this test, and I didn't know how long it was going to take. It's just something that I do, and I don't spend a lot of time on it. Eight hours later, yeah. Yeah, I do want to play Baldur's Gate, and I cannot stay up very late. Addicted? Maybe just a little bit. I may have spent the afternoon making sure everybody's got equipment and selling stuff and no, I think we're about 50%. 68%, sorry. I'm going to agree just a little bit because I do that. It's just not often and it's just automatic. It's not something I have to think on. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Oh man, I'm thinking of all my streamer friends. I am that person with some people, and some other people reach out to me. So I'm gonna say in the middle. It does, right, Doc? If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Not always. Okay, let's say we got to the 300 subby mark right now. Even though I want to play Baldur's Gate, I would still do the Monster Hunter tier list first. But I wouldn't just rush through that just to be back on track. I'll say it's in the middle. You're still bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago, yes. There's a few that haunt me every day. Almost missed the stream? No, I started early. And we're still going for the same, well, longer. We're going for like an hour longer. You rarely contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. I often more so contemplate dinosaurs and why they aren't alive for me to have, like, a brontosaurus for a pet. I'm going to say in the middle. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I have learned how to control my emotions most of the time. There are still times where my emotions control me, though. But I think more or less, I keep them fairly well under control. Have fun, exactly, Gales. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. There was a time when I would not have hesitated to say yes. 100%. However, more recent events, I am not making, I'm not going to disagree with that because I won't make somebody look bad. But if they make themselves look bad, I am not going to help them. I'm not going to help them anymore. And I mean this more in a professional sense than a friends. Like friends, I'll still help completely. But looking at the mayor and council, no, they're on their own. If they make themselves look silly, that's their own bad. I give my opinions, and they choose not to listen. That's on them. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous burst of energy than organized, consistent efforts. I would say that's true. Like, let me work for half an hour and take like a 3-minute break. Work for half an hour, 3-minute break. Stuff like that. Let's not overwork the brain. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. All the time. Oh my gosh. Yes. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I like streaming, and streaming is not alone. I like having chat to talk with. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I disagree with that. Let me explain why, I guess. I disagree with this. Because everything can be philosophical. Yes, like in an office setting, I want to be left alone, but for real, I love being a streamer, and I would hate to be alone as a streamer. I'm glad to have chat and not just talking to the heads in my mind. The voices in my head even. Wow, that was really bad. That was a really bad one. Yeah. Philosophical questions are good. And they can be really fun to talk to other people with. And, yeah, conversations. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Ooh, woo. Sorry. Kind of. Sometimes. But I also like the quiet places. I like the library. I like being able to curl up with a book in a window while it snows and drink hot chocolate. But I also like going out and being with people. I've been to Times Square a couple of times. Back when I lived in Pennsylvania. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Doc. Depends on mood, yeah. Not been there? Dang. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I'd say most of the time. Oh no, cry. You often feel overwhelmed just because I've got so much going on and I'm trying to keep all the plates balanced. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Ouch! Brits, thank you for the biddies. Thank you. I'll skip over steps now and then. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. No. No. I would say no. Riley, thank you for that, Pat. Like pineapple pizza. No, I'm not intrigued by pineapple on pizza. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Ramen, thank you for the follow. You know, I've done that in the past. I have done this in the past. And I often wonder where I would be now if I hadn't. So, no. Sometimes, and I need to do it more. I need to think of me more. Doc, I don't think I will. I don't think I'll share that story. You know what? No, I'm going back. I'm disagreeing with that one more. I really need to, like, think of me because I often put myself last. And I need to stop doing that. You struggle with deadlines? This is the thing. I always get everything done on time. Sometimes even ahead of schedule. It just might not be how other people want me to get it done. But no, I do not struggle with deadlines. Chris, thank you for the biddies. You feel confident that things will work out for you. You know what? Yes. Okay. Gender. I'm a girl. It's gonna want a campaigner, ENFPT. I don't know what this means. Campaigners are enthusiastic, creative, and sociable free spirits who can always find a reason to smile. Okay. 74% extroverted. Extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. Yeah. I think that's what it was. ENFPT. Yeah. I don't know what this means. Intuitive. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and or distant possibilities. Okay, I can kind of see that. That was really close, though. Look, that's really close. Like, that's pretty much in the middle. I told you. I told you I was a feeling person. I told you. But I will overanalyze everything. Is that what this is saying? Or not really? Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Yes. No. It's saying I'm not overthinking things, but I do. Prospecting. Prospecting individuals are very good at improvising and adapting to opportunities. They tend to be flexible, nonconformist, who value novelty above stability. Seems fairly accurate. It's different. Okay. Turbulent. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve. Exactly, Joe. Oh, they want my email now. Oh my gosh. They want my email. Do I give them my email? I also need more water. Use yours. Oh, okay. They don't need my email. It just let me go forward. Oh my gosh. I am not reading all of this. I'm not reading all of this. I'm sorry, everybody. This is too many words for my little brain. See, my personal email is on Twitter. I'm pretty sure. I mean, don't email me just because. But yeah, I think it's there. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Never mind, it's not. All right. You do? Okay, wherever. All right. While we start this, I'm gonna go get some water. For a bunch of promo? Oh gosh, please. It can't be any worse than what I already get. Okay, while this is thinking about starting, I think I hit the play button. I'm going to go get some water because my cup is actually empty and I didn't do this. Oh great, I fucked it. Oh, there we go. So I'll be right back. Can't get free Robux. Oh my gosh. And right on time to start Baldur's Gate. That actually took a little bit longer than I had planned, but that's okay. Okay. Resubby! Let's go! It didn't pop up though. What the heck? That's okay. Give me just a minute. Let me go get water. I will be right back. You will barely notice that I'm gone.